Top 10 animes to watch for beginners. For the past couple of videos, I've been mostly talking about manhwas and a little bit about mangas here and there. However, I think it's time that we get back on course and shift our focus back to animes, since the channel is literally named Anime Love. Anyways, so in today's video, I'll be telling you about 10 animes that you can watch as an absolute beginner. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Gilda, あなた全部知ってしまったのね。
The Promised Neverland. Starting off the bat, we have The Promised Neverland. It's a pretty wholesome first episode where we see kids growing up inside of an orphanage. The ages for the kids vary from newborn to 11 or 12 years old. All the kids live there in harmony as a family. However, when one of the girls is escorted out of the orphanage, Emma and Norman follow only to find a shocking revelation that this orphanage is nothing but a farm, where humans are raised as cattle only to be eaten alive by demons when their brains are developed to its maximum potential. Now Emma, Norman and Ray, the three friends, must come up with a plan to save the other kids and escape from the orphanage. Sword Art Online. At number 9, we Sword Art Online. It is one of the animes that has amassed a lot of popularity over the year, be it negative or positive. Sword Art Online, for me and many others, has been a gateway to anime. While looking back on it, now you can definitely realize that there were some things that the show could have done differently. But for a beginner, it's still a good watch. Plus, before Sword Art Online aired, isekai was barely a thing. Now you sort of get 50 isekais every year, all branched off the same concept as Kirito, an overpowered protagonist with a harem of girls. While the concept may have gotten dull and boring nowadays, Sword Art Online originally introduced it, and for some odd reason with a protagonist like Kirito, they were able to pull the overpower rank with 10 girls plot efficiently. So if you're new to anime, then do give this a watch.
I am a part of you. When you need to talk to me again, you will find a way. A great danger awaits you at the temple. I can help you face the threat, but only if you are ready. I'm ready.
8. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, while it is debatable whether Avatar is an anime or not, it still makes up for its awesome story to be in this list. I mean, a good time is more important than arguing whether it's anime or not. So if you haven't already heard about this masterpiece of a show, then let me tell you a little about it. Avatar is an anime that sticks to its story completely. There are very few episodes in which the character lose sight of their goals, and in the few episodes that are filler, character development is kept at the foremost, so we get more depth to them. Overall, Avatar is a great anime that must be watched by all. It's crime not to watch it.
この虚空に触れたらどうなると思う？術式反転赤
7. Jujutsu Kaisen. Taking the number 7th spot on this list is Jujutsu Kaisen, an anime that just recently came out in 2020. Since anime has become more mainstream, shows like Jujutsu Kaisen have been the first anime for many new beginners. Plus, since it was released in the quarantine period, otherwise known as a weeb's dream, many people just decided to give this show, which everyone was talking about at the time, a go, and man did it hit the right spot for them. Thus, a loyal fan base for the anime was created. To give a little synopsis and spark an interest, Jujutsu Kaisen follows the story of Yuji Itadori, a normal high schooler who ends up devouring a finger of the special curse, Ryumen Sukuna, also known as the King of Curses. However, despite that, Itadori manages to contain the curse and is admitted into Jujutsu High, where he learns to use his power for the better. However, this is only the start of his troubles. Six, Parasite the Maxim. Easily, it is one of the most underrated anime of the past decade. Since the anime came at a time when the medium wasn't as popular as it is today, the show went unnoticed by many others. However, if it were to be released today, the anime would easily be compared to the likes of Attack on Titan and much more gory animes with an intense plot. When it comes to Parasite, you'll come to love the characters, especially the main character, as he's shown to have a lot of depth. As the series progresses, we can see him slowly change. Now, if it's for the better or worse, it's for you to decide. The premise of the anime is set by parasites that come from space to take over any host body they can find. The parasite does this by entering the host's body and taking over the brain. However, one day when a parasite is trying to enter Shinchi's brain, it ends up taking his hand instead. Now, Shinchi and the parasite Migi have to coexist in order to live a normal life. But how is that possible in a world where humans are slowly turning into vicious creatures?
俺とチケット屋に売りに行くか。
あらまあ、会長ともあろうお方が慌てふためって。おかわいいこと。
5. Kaguya-sama Love is War. Halfway through the list, we have easily the most popular slice-of-life anime that currently there is. Kaguya-sama Love is War. The story follows the love life of Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane, both respectively the vice president and president of their elite high school. While the two love each other, they must not confess or even hint at it. For the one who confesses first loses. As the series progresses, the two set up traps for each other, giving the viewers some humorous content. However, another great aspect of Kaguya-sama is that the side characters are treated with the screen time they deserve and are shown to grow as human beings. Even the comic relief characters have the depth to them. Plus, the best of all things is that Kaguya-sama has the best girl Ishigami, a character to which many of you will relate to. The best way to describe him is through a meme I saw. Kaguya, love is war. Ishigami, life is war. So if you want to have a laugh while feeling butterflies in the stomach all at once, then give this anime a watch.
Sensei!
4. Naruto. Even if you never watched anime, then Naruto is a name that you must have surely heard of. An anime that began back in 2004 and has continued to grow since then. When put in comparison, Naruto is easily the most popular anime of the big three that aired at the time. while the anime can have a lot of fillers and get boring once in a while. If you stick to the main story, then you'll get an experience that you'd never forget. The popular trend of my best friend being my rival in anime is also something that was set forth by Naruto. Plus, apart from the awesome power system and characters, one thing that stand out DS the most about Naruto is the villains. For the first time in a series, we find the villains to have a more human side. Rather than showing them completely evil, we realize that at the core it all is just a broken heart. A broken heart in this cruel shinobi world.
お前が立っているその場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた場所なんだ。だから騙せ、お前自身を。クリスが死んだという過去を変えずに彼女を救え。生きているクリスを過去の自分に死んだと観測させろ。そうすれば過去改変は起きない。
3. Steins Gate. Now into the top 3, I have for you another criminally underrated anime, Steins Gate. An anime that takes a more scientific approach to its storytelling, and while the other animes at the time aimed at either sizzling romance or an action-packed story. Steins Gate challenged the norms of this anime world and did something never done before. Create a story that answers all of the questions that viewers had. From the first episode till the last episode, everything is perfect. Now, while you may find the first couple of episodes to be slow in pacing, once the storm hits you'll realize how important each of them was to set the pace for what's coming next.
ベルトルトないな。
1. Attack on Titan. Finally, on the number 1 spot, we have Attack on Titan. An anime that took the world by storm in 2013 back when it aired. The show was so great and kept you hooked with every episode that even non-anime fans started watching it. If there's one anime that screamed to the audiences that anime isn't for kids, then it's this anime. Simply because rather than have a hopeful story where most or all characters survive in a dangerous world, it takes a more realistic approach. You never know which character will die, and that's because it's that way in a real life and death situation, thus keeping the reader on edge. Plus, Attack on Titan is the only anime that after its big reveal can change the plot 360 degrees and shift genres. So give it a watch because it is simply the best. That's all for today, friend. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos. Until then, stay tuned for more. See you later.